A very good morning to you all students. Today we are going to discuss a case study on SWOT analysis. We'll all have an idea. So what is SWOT analysis? So when we take into a goal, every goal or objective, it should need some kind of solid foundation or a plan. So you can see this image. There is one single ball down, and above it they have placed so many small balls balancing with small rods or scales. So this is successful only with the help of planning. So here planning plays a vital role. So what is planning? You have to try to make your work right. So you have to make your work. If you have to make your work successful, you have to plan accordingly. As you know this joke of Vadivelu saying, whatever you do, you have to plan it and do. So that is the main important thing in this SWOT analysis. So how do we develop a workable strategy? So if you are making some plans, you cannot just like that decide and do something without making strategic planning. So strategic planning is nothing but you can otherwise call it as empathy in our design thinking language. So whenever you go for some solution, you have to empathize it and you have to identify a lot of plans, and among that plans you have to find out the solution for that particular plan. For example, if you have to fix this building block, you have to have some kind of empathy or of how to fix it, or how which ends to be joined together. So this strategic planning will help you to come out with the right solution. So now you will have an idea, or now you will have a question in you, that what is SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis is nothing but it is a strategic planning tool which helps us to evaluate our strengths, weakness, opportunities and threats. So whatever task we are doing, each and every task should be dealt with this SWOT analysis, so that the solution for that particular strategy will be found out. So before going detail into that, we will have a small video on this. So after watching the video, we can just discuss what is this SWOT analysis and how it is implemented in our day-to-day activities.
Okay, great. So in this lesson, our goal would be to apply the SWOT framework in practice. Shouldn't be that difficult, right? The company we'll examine is Starbucks, the well-known U.S. coffee company and coffeehouse chain. It was founded in Seattle in 1971 and operates in several countries around the world. Let's start with the company's strengths. First, almost everyone knows its brand, right? So it definitely has a strong brand recognition. Starbucks has been proclaimed the most recognized coffee brand in the world. Quite an advantage regarding other companies in the industry. The firm's brand is one offering of a differentiated product to customers, which is coherent with its strategy and pricing. Clients have expressed they love the atmosphere in Starbucks coffee houses. They can use free Wi-Fi and enjoy the coffee drinking experience to the fullest. The company owns thousands of outlets around the world, and its clients can find it even when traveling overseas. That's a strong advantage, as it ensures loyal clients can remain such even overseas. And finally, Starbucks supply chain management ensures the quality of coffee served to customers is excellent. The company chooses its suppliers carefully, which improves the quality of its products and ensures clients receive a super coffee experience. This is another choice in sync with its differentiation strategy. Okay, very good. Let's take off our rosy glasses and consider some of the firm's weaknesses. One could argue Starbucks offers the same product in all countries where it operates. It does not customize it according to the different tastes of people in different geographies. For some customers, this is an issue, and they prefer competitor products tailored to their specific geographical preferences. In addition, Starbucks has a premium price policy, which is not in line with most customers' expectations. Not all countries have enough middle and high-income class individuals who can afford to pay extra for their coffee. Weakness number 3 would be the high employee turnover that the chain's coffee shops have. It is difficult to serve coffee as a premium product when the company's baristas have been on the job for only a couple of weeks. In terms of opportunities, we can say the following. Starbucks can access new countries easily. It simply has to apply its existing business model in these new geographies. Emerging markets can be a great source of growth for the company. Starbucks has also entered agreements within the entertainment industry and partnered with movie-producing companies. That can be a great opportunity for the firm, too. One of the biggest threats for Starbucks is the saturation of the American market, which is where most of its outlets are located. Consumers are increasingly invested in healthier lifestyle, and some substitute products are better positioned to capture the attention of the health-conscious clientele. Okay, we'll stop here. This is what a SWOT analysis looks like in practice. The depth of the observations included in the analysis depends on the information we have about the company. I'm sure an industry practitioner would be capable to prepare a much deeper analysis. However, the important point is you now know how to perform a SWOT analysis on your own, and you can distinguish the important questions from the rest when it comes to analyzing a company. SWOT analysis is a great tool that allows us to visualize and concentrate on some of the most important topics when analyzing a company. This will do for now. Thanks for watching.
So in this example, you could have understood about the Starbucks coffee shop, and this SWOT analysis is done based on the strengths, weakness and opportunities and threats of that particular coffee company. So this will help you to have a clear picture of that company. So what are the main things, or what are the analysis done is to have a brand image and success unique, to identify the internal strengths and weaknesses, to identify external opportunities and threats, and to formulate the success strategy. So with all these SWOT analysis, at last what we are going to get is we are going to formulate the success strategy of how to succeed in this fast world. So here what is the main four things that is lingering in is strengths, weakness and opportunities and threats. In this, strengths and opportunities are helpful to you, and the weaknesses and threats are harmful to you. So the SWOT analysis has both helpful things and harmful things. It has both strengths and opportunities, and also the negative part as weaknesses and threats. So what do you do very well, maybe better than anyone else? So if you analyze yourself, you can get a better strategic plan, or you will get a superb idea, or you will get an ideate from the empathy you are calculating with. So here what does the trend speak about? It is the positive self and the public image, the education and certifications, rich work experience, technical knowledge. So this strength, this part, this is particularly speaking about the individual's SWOT analysis. In the example, we saw the SWOT analysis of Starbucks company. But here what we are going to do is, first as a beginning, we are going to have SWOT analysis to our own. So what we have to identify our strengths in this areas, that is positive self and public image, education, certifications, work experience, technical knowledge, communication skills, leadership skills, network contacts and professional organizations. When we are lacking in our weaknesses, or what are the lacking things, or what are the negative things that you don't do very well or that you fail in, so all these are considered to be as the weakness. So this strengths will support you to bond your weaknesses in the right manner. So what are the negative parts you have to overcome? That is negative self-image and that is education that is not related to your field, and it is below your level of expectation, lack of desired work experience, technical knowledge, communication skills, leadership skills, networking skills and goals and objectives. So these are the weaknesses you have to come across to attain your strengths. So what is that you could do that is speaking about your opportunities? What are the opportunities that are coming into your hands to achieve success by eradicating or leaving out your weaknesses? So all problems are opportunities in disguise. So what are the opportunities you will be having to come out of your weaknesses? Is that growth, globalization, technical advantages in your field work, enhancing your skills, trends needing your kinds of skills, targeting more specific jobs, advancement in your field, advancement in network and location. So these are the opportunities that are put forth in front of you as a red carpet. So if you take up all these opportunities, you will be attaining your strengths, and you will be attaining success by eradicating weaknesses. So what is the threats? Threats are the elements that is in the environment that could cause trouble to you or to achieve your goal. That will be your failures, or that will be your stoppables that will give you failures. So what are the threats? Barriers you will be having is downsizing your chosen field, off trends in your field of work, cutthroat competition, then superior skills, experience and knowledge, lack of advanced education. So companies that are not hiring you. So there are so many threats that is available in front of you. So you should know how to use your strengths, opportunities and threats. That is, your strengths will be proactive actions, and your threats will be modifications and resource skills. In the weakness, overcome or manage weaknesses, and there you will eliminate or minimize the impact. So what are the advantages of analysis? If you do this analysis, what will you get? You will have a clear enhancement of your skills, talents and abilities, and you will have a roadmap to achieve your goal, and you can improve your strengths, and then you can reduce your weaknesses. You can take lot of opportunities, and then you can eliminate your threats, and then you can plan your career for success and and attain the golden opportunity in a successful manner. So you can formulate this success strategy with these three important things, that is, determine objectives, develop marketing strategies and strategize action plans. So in the Starbucks coffee shop, they have followed this methodology. They have determined what are their objectives, and then they have developed some marketing strategies by giving the customers the Wi-Fi connection and all required needed things, and then they are strategizing action plans by fixing the cost of the coffee in a high manner. So what are their what should be your objectives to attain a job? That is, you have to find your ideal job upon graduation. You have to make transition. Then you have to know what are the other positions you can accept in a final manner, and you should also have a 5-year career goal, which will also push you to achieve your strengths or achieve your success with the help of your strengths. So what are the marketing strategies? So list targeted companies and organization, find ways to communicate with these firms, utilize resources available. So with the help of these, you can improvise your marketing strategies. So what will be your action plans? You will be deciding what will be done, when will it should be done, and who is responsible, and such timetables and deadlines, and your desired career destination or your desired career success. So these are some do's and don'ts. When you are identifying your SWOT analysis, you have to keep this in mind. So be analytical and specific, record all thoughts and ideas, be selective in final evaluation, choose the right people, choose a suitable SWOT leader, think out of the box and be open to change. So don'ts are, you should disguise your weakness, you should merely eradicate the errors and mistakes, then you have to lose sight of external influences and trends, allow the SWOT to become a blame laying exercise, and then ignore the outcomes at later stages of planning process. So if you have to attain success without the help of SWOT analysis and framework, you cannot attain the success ladder. So you have to first analyze yourself. You have to segregate what is your positives and what is your negatives, and based on that you have to select the opportunities, and then you have to eradicate the threats and attain success. So these are the most important thing which each and everyone should follow while doing your SWOT analysis. So I hope this case study will be helpful for you to understand it in a better way. Thank you, students. Thank you. Have a great day.